Всем большое человеческое здравствуйте, с вами снова KroKOg, это канал KroKOg Game, и мы начинаем проходить Mass Effect, вторая часть, сразу же залпом. За первое с вас, пожалуйста, лайк, подписка и комментарий, буду премного благодарен. Сорян за картинку, еще экспериментирую, вместо вебки Афотек теперь у меня снимает GoPro Hero 3. Пока я буду сидеть на таком сетапе, а там как дальше пойдет. Я не уверен, но будем надеяться, что все будет относительно хорошо. Так, новая игра. Перенос сохранений. Перенести. Переносим все, что можно перенести. И идем, развлекаемся дальше. Да, обычный. Так, ранг 47, солдат, герой. Выжил в ходе резни. О, отлично, то есть можно было его потерять. А вот ты не выжил, печалька. Так, был совет был спасен, и мы назначили, кстати, руководителя. Давайте пойдем посмотрим, что, где, куда и почему. Да, в верхнем левом углу вам, как всегда, в первой серии статистика. Конфиг компа в описании и параметры под игру тоже в описании.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down! Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander.
Ashley, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in. Go, go, go!
Блин, жалко Нормандию. Прям совсем жалко. Да, сорян, за картинку, если что, я выключу большой свет основной. Останусь только на светильниках, которые, так сказать, меня освещают. Так, нам на второй этаж. И нам надо бы спасти нашего пилота. По мере возможности, конечно же. Да, мне не нравится, как идет картинка. Да, по физиономии чуть-чуть лучше, чем, так сказать, на вебке. Мне это нравится куда больше, но мне не нравится, как ведет себя основной свет. Так, он еще тут за перегородкой. Блин, надо бы его спасти. А, его прям вырубил.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm!
И разочарование. Давайте F-очку прижмем за Нормандию. Я думаю, броня не рассчитана на то, что так долго находиться в вакууме. Так. Ну... Так, с помощью выбрать... Давай. Просто интересно, что это такое за великолепие, куда, зачем и почему.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission?
Но, блин,
of course it's routine. You haven't done
люблю
anything
такие
yet.
вставки в играх.
It's everything that
Прям
happens
мое
along the way.
почтение.
The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal. by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren. And he had some useful that led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen.
Видимо, нет.
He turned out to be more than just a
Давайте слушать дальше.
It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender. And Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Caden behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel Tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Ну, вот мы и просмотрели краткий комикс. И я примерно понял, что OBS без флешки, просто транслируя видео, живет где-то около 20 минут. Так что если я пропадаю, это скорее всего OBS. Ой, так сказать, GoPro-шка.
The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Ох ты ж, нас сильно поломало. Так, теперь, я так понимаю, нам надо выбрать, что, где, куда и почему у нас будет. Так, что я хочу? Лицо, тип внешности. Да нет! Назад. Типовая внешность. Так, теперь я могу выбрать, какое великолепие меня будет сопровождать. Солдат. Что я смогу получить с солдатом? Так, уникальные способности. Глушающий выстрел, штурмовая винтовка, дробовик, снайперская винтовка. Ну, это неплохо. Так, разведчик. Маскировка. Воспламенение, взлом ИИ. Пистолет-пулемет. Неплохо. Так, штурмовик. Так, по умениям, что у нас? Нет, штурмовик точно нет, страж. Ну, либо страж, либо разведчик пока. Инженер. Блин, либо страж, техническая броня, либо разведчик. Давайте пойдем за стражем, но все равно буду ходить с винтовкой. Мне ничего не помешает это, так сказать, применить. Подтвердить.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Ну, давай, раз нас будет, почему бы и нет. Так, ну пошлите. Так, отлично. По инвентарю у нас где что? Ладно, давай. Так. Надо привыкать. Так, пистолет. Что я могу, где, куда и почему? Так. Ну, допустим, допустим. Так, взяли. Перезарядились. То есть нас будут учить воевать, да? Я ведь правильно понимаю? Ну да. Готов. А где инвентарь? Я, конечно, все понимаю. Блин, надо... Я забыл, еще надо настроить управление. Так. Так, настройка камеры движения. Нет, это не то. Назначение клавиш. Вот. Так, идти, использовать бег, пробел. Сохранить, загрузить, это одно и то же. Стрелять. Мне нужна аптечка. И убрать оружие. Убрать оружие. Так, да, сорян. Так, походу немножко отвалилось. Сейчас я вернусь. Пока я вернусь обратно на вебку. Так, народ, на эту серию вебка все-таки вернулась. Потому что GoPro села. Я так и не дал ей, так сказать, нормально зарядиться. Поэтому сегодня будем с этим великолепием. Попробую его настроить. Посмотрю гайды. Может быть, что-нибудь где-нибудь, как-нибудь я и исправлю.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
Так, минус дрон. Вроде никого нет. Перезарядка. А, у меня есть патроны, я вас понял. Так, давай посидим, отдышимся. Перезарядка. Так, поснимали, отлично. Пока мне ничего не дают, идем с тем, что есть. Мне бы найти хилы или что-то еще подобное. Было бы неплохо. Так, из оружия у меня пока только пистолет. Окей. Будем развлекаться. Ой-ой-ой, там большое великолепие. Так, мы взяли гранатомет. Так, гранатомет это что-то новенькое. Его мы будем использовать только для массированных атак. И как мне... Ну, пробежал я, допустим. Так, начала пропадать связь, это не есть хорошо. Так, вроде бы никого. Сорян, роботы.
Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Так, еще запись. Ага, если я уйду, запись прекратится. Ладно, давайте послушаем. Так, ну, да, это я понял. Спасибо, не надо, я и без этого как-нибудь обойдусь. Так, идем наверх. Мужик. Так, я не могу помочь. Так. Давай. Так, снял.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Maybe it's time we got moving.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Так, я так понимаю, у нас есть, так сказать, помощник теперь. Так, снял. Жалко, что я на это великолепие потратил подствольник. Ну, пошли.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet.
Валим
We can
отсюда,
get into the
валим.
service tunnels through this door.
Так. Давай переключаемся на пистолет, потому что на него хотя бы есть патроны. Мне хотя бы есть чем отстреливаться. Так, и на что это боезапас был? Ладно, непонятно, скорее всего на пистолет.
They've seen us.
The whole station is crawling with mechs.
Минус. Так, пока живем. Двоих сняли. Так, давай-ка мы тебя поднимем. Так, полетай немного. А, все? Он просто улетел туда и сдох? Ладно, допустим. Так, идем. Бегу я. Подожди, не ори ты. Сейчас попытаемся тебя вытащить. Мне же нужен пилот. Так, данные.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let
Понятно, то есть если не получилось бы восстановить меня оригинального, это великолепие бы считалось невыполненным.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station
Ну,
on the
давай.
wall.
Так, давай искать хилку. Где она может быть? А, ну, в принципе, да. Медикаменты, левый shift. Так, и что мне сделать? Это неудобный способ лечения. В первой части был получше.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd
Но
save
его
my
хотя бы
life.
можно на какую-нибудь из клавиш
Guess that makes us
поставить.
even now. I
Может
thought
быть, так
maybe I could
будет
shut down the
удобней.
security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda.
А
We
почему у
can't
нас
leave her
лицо
behind.
светится?
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Так, товарищи роботы.
You can overload the canister.
Так, что я могу предложить?
Clear a map on the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Так, это мы снесли. Давай вот это мы на единицу поставим. И мою же атаку поставим на двойку. Все,
Okay, we
можно
took him
жить.
down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
Так, мы получили хороший вариант развития событий. Но пошли. Пойдем посмотрим, где, что, куда и почему. Так, откуда? Так, немного кредитов. Так, пока мест никого не вижу. Давай откроем дверь. Так, минус двое. Перезарядка. Давай мы тебя тоже шапанем. Отлично. Блин, мне так и не дали инвентарь еще. Я не могу в него попасть. Это даже обидненько. Неприятно. Я-то рассчитывал на великолепие. Так. Так, давай-ка тебя мы... А тебя я бахну вот так. Блин, до вас молния не долетела? Печально. И ничем больше воспользоваться я не могу. Ладно, так добьем. Не проблема. Так, идут патроны. Только патроны вот на что? Блин, вот это печально, что у нас пусто. Так, я понимаю, что мне туда, но я хочу посмотреть, что есть в этой области. Может быть, я что-нибудь найду. Хотя я и найду что-то полезное сразу, как-то немножечко не клеится. И где, и кто, и куда. А, мне туда. Ладно.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Ну ладно. Данные, ну пошли. Мне показалось, или ты ходил по воздуху? Друг, мне тут Моисей не нужен. Или Иосиф. Я не уверен. Так. Ну, изначально я шел сюда. Поднялся наверх. Убил роботов. Может быть, мне сюда? Ну, если верить двери, туда.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the
You sure about that,
I'm never
Miranda?
wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Ну,
I've had enough of
пошли.
this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Ну ладно, улетели так улетели. Сие великолепие.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Ну, давай.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Так, ну мы куда-то прилетели.
The elusive man is waiting for you in
Пойдем
the other
смотреть,
room.
что, куда и почему. Так, допустим, это у нас магазин брони. Броня, шлем. Ну, блин, шлем страшный. А, это я просто могу внешний вид брони поменять, да? Но если шлем брать, то это будет вот это великолепие. Нагрудник без вариантов, без вариантов. Все остальное без вариантов. Применить. Ну, пошли. Посмотрим, куда мы выйдем и с кем мы будем общаться. Так, нас оцифровали.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Логично. Не поспоришь. Так, у нас уровень. Отряд. Давайте качаться. Почему бы и нет? Так, что я хочу? Я хочу вначале лучшую броню. Так. Приобрести ранг. Блин, надо 3. Понятно. Помощник, перегрузка. Ну, давай бросок второго возьмем. Почему бы и нет? Все. Отряд. А, то есть я пока один. У меня нет ничего великолепного. Ладно, ладно, ладно. По-другому я туда, видимо, попасть не могу, и это меня немножечко печалит. Так, данные. Валим. Так, мне, походу, с тобой, да, поговорить
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do
ну,
it.
вроде бы все. Пошлите. Нам надо найти корабль. Так, новый уровень. Задание. Ладно, выполнено так выполнено. Спорить я с вами не буду.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Ну да, с тобой даже не поспоришь. Так, мы прилетели. Окей. У меня есть новое оружие. Вы мне скажите, как мне попасть в инвентарь? Ну, отряд. Теперь я хотя бы могу раскидывать очки. Ну, ты держи. И тебе тоже автораспределение. Я не вижу от ничего такого, чтобы мне надо было вмешиваться. Нет, меню я не хочу. Кодекс, это у нас кодекс.
50,000.
Это понятно. Журнал, это задание. Инвентаря у нас пока нет. Боль, печаль, разочарование. Когда же мне его дадут? В первой же части был. Так, пока идем. Кстати, да, ничего нового у меня не появилось, так что почему бы... Ой, не пойти развлекаться дальше. Так, это у нас похоже на двигатели. Так, а если я поднимусь... Так, это у нас закрыто. То есть только в дверь. Но, какая-то, скорее всего, все еще ознакомительная миссия. Так. Ну, давай вот так сделаем. Так, а вот у тебя мы воспользуемся молнией. Почему бы и нет? Так, зажигательный патрон я не могу дать тебе. Я бы, конечно, с радостью, друг, но... Ой-ой-ой-ой, это было очень больно, да, сдох я максимально быстро. Продолжить посмотрим, откуда воду дадут. Надо привыкать к местной боевке, это однозначно. Так, держи патроны. Так, а ты держи молнию. Перезарядка. Я думал, молния добьет его. Так. Пёсель. Еще один. Пёсели мне не нравятся. Спасибо. Так, ты еще живой? Блин, левый shift. Так, вроде выжили. Вроде бы перебили. Да, я понимаю, что здоровье восстанавливается в укрытии. Где? Я буду долго повторять, где гребаный инвентарь? Я же должен как-то выбирать оружие, или это только перед миссией? Если да, то мне это уже не нравится. Так, аптечка. Начать обход. Так. Так, первый. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. Давай еще раз. Начать обход. Понятно. Я вас понял. Так. Так, это у нас земля. Так, все, открыли. Ладно, допустим. Так, 2000 кредитов у нас есть. Так. Блин, пока осматривался, на меня напали. Ладно, бывает и хуже.
Stop right there! Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Ну, вот одного из старых друзей мы встретили уже. Мне это уже нравится. Так. Оружие. Так, дроны. Блин, зря я это сделал, надо было подождать. Теперь будем ждать отката. Сие великолепие. Так, минус дрон. Ну, давай начинать обход. Так, раз. Так, это 2. 3. И 4. Все, отлично. Открыли. Что мы с этого получим? Только деньги, вы издеваетесь? Ну, может быть, ствол какой-нибудь. Как поощрение моему упорству и желанию обыскивать территорию. Так. Давай-ка молнию бахнем. Так. Блин, щиты вот это не есть хорошо. Блин, да дайте мне уже оружие поадекватней, пожалуйста. Так, патроны. А когда я нашел пистолет-пулемет? Мне кто-нибудь скажет? Ну ладно, пойду с ним. Все лучше, чем штатный пистолет. Так, пока чисто. Никого не вижу. Никто меня убить не хочет. Это уже хорошо. И где? По-любому здесь кто-то будет. Так. Молнию, а на тебе давай. А на тебе мы ничего использовать не можем. Так, давай. Давай вот. Вот так. Снял. Перезарядка. Ну, штатный пистолет не настолько плох. Это великолепие, конечно, стреляет быстрее, но, блин, урон никакущий.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your
Перезарядка. Так, а что у нас там такое интересное лежит? И светится, помимо ящиков. Так, немножко ресурсов.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Ладно, давай переключимся на штатный пистолет. Так, ну идите. Я сяду здесь.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Ох ты. Только не говорите, что геты пришли. Ну, походу, да. Ей... Так. Это союзник был или нет?
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Так, ну давай попробуем убить это
This is going to be
великолепие.
one tough son of a bitch to take down.
А куда деваться? Так, shift. Давай вот
Take
так.
out their shield.
Перезарядка. Снимаем щиты. Так, броня у нас. Давай его немножко обездвижим. Так, электричество есть. Перезарядка, пока по мне ведут огонь. Блин, я оружие не могу... Да, я могу оружие сменить. Так, ну давай мы тебя опустим. Все, отлично, забрали. Этим большим Блин, она жива? Я надеюсь, она жива. Что мы ее еще сможем спасти. Так, давай пока осмотрим территорию. Хилка. Ну, ты хотя бы спаслась, уже неплохо. Да-да-да, будь тут. Я совсем разберусь. Так сказать, воскрешение воскрешением, но деваться нам тоже относительно некуда. Так, тут только ящик. Так, боеприпасы к тяжелому оружию. Ну, давай зарядим его, раз к нам к нему дали боеприпасы. Почему бы и нет, их 4. Маловато, конечно, но а что поделаешь. Так. Так, ну, в принципе, все. Открыто. Плюс 3 косаря зелени. Так, это великолепие я оставлю на какого-нибудь большого и крупного дяденьку. Так, получено исследование. Получены ресурсы. Да? Так, а что у нас, кстати, по отряду? Уровень мы еще не получили. Ладно.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of... You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
И...
What happened next?
Все. Я думал,
The monsters
зависло.
took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Так, ну, задание выполнено. Идем дальше. Смотрим, где, что, куда и почему.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Так, о, отлично.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've got that sorted out, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
К пустой голове руку не прикладывают. Ладно, ладно, ладно. Надо бы поискать личный терминал. Каюта капитана. Технические лаборатории. Ладно. Сейчас посмотрим, что, куда и почему. В начале, а потом будем двигаться дальше. Так, это у нас статус команды, улучшения. Нету, непрочитанный архив. Так, ладно, тут понятно. Идем вниз. Так, это у нас оружейная. Шепард. Выбрать. Я могу взять только вот это великолепие. Так, дуговой излучатель. Ну, гранатомет. Ладно, давай возьмем дуговой, мы с ним еще не ходили. Что я могу дать тебе? Без вариантов. И Миранте тоже без вариантов. Так, это понятно. Где мне искать броню? Так, это немножечко не то. Я понял, все. Надо бы найти еще свою каюту. Посмотреть, что у меня по броне. Так, каюта капитана. Поехали. Давай посмотрим, что, где, почему и куда. Ну старый добрый стенд. Это все то же самое. Это у нас медали за выполненные задания. Рыбок у нас еще нет. Что у нас по броне? Короче, броня особо сильно ни на что не влияет. Так, ну давай будем ходить вот этом великолепии. Свободно, так сказать, от высадок время. Все, можно идти на палубу, так сказать, и, так сказать, идти за ученым. Нам же все равно надо, так сказать, прокачивать улучшения. Почему бы и нет? Так, Омега 4, Омега... я и забыл, что здесь так. Я думал, будет просто телепорт. Окей. Так, ну давай стыковку. И пойдем смотреть, что, куда и почему. Выглядит угрожающе. Так, ну раз, два, три, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ну, персонажей в 2 раза больше, чем в первой части. Добавить внешний вид. Допустим так, добавить. Окей, пошли. Пошли. Так, есть 2 очка навыка. Куда я это могу вложить? Стоит 3. Перегрузка. Ну, давай. Почему бы и нет? Помощник что нам дает? Нет, ну, все. В принципе, больше во что-то мы вложиться не можем. Автораспределение, агент Цербер, офицер Цербера. Что он тебе дает? Ну, допустим. Так, выход.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
С этими мы как-то общались в первой части.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
Что за клуб? Ладно. Так, у нас появилась карта. Так, транспортное депо. Загробная жизнь. Скорее всего, вот этот клуб. Рынок Омеги. Ну, значит, пойдем смотреть, что, где, куда и почему. Так. На рынок не в ту сторону. Я вначале хочу посмотреть, что у нас здесь есть по торговле, а потом будем двигаться дальше. Давай, 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 открывать. Ну, рынок на нижнем ярусе, я вас понял. Так, я могу поторговать. Так, что я могу купить? Урон, мотыга. Ну, давай купим вот это. Нам, в принципе, хватает на это денег. И на этом вроде бы все. Так. Запчасти, рынок. Ну, пошли наверх. Так, это тоже торговец у нас или нет? Так, вот это явно торговец. Давай посмотрим. Броня. Что она мне даст? Так, модель корабля. Ладно, купить. Почему бы и нет? Надо себя радовать. Это смотрится мое почтение. Шлем уменьшает задержку перезарядки щитов. Это странно. Ладно, я хочу это. Ну, давай. Деньги вроде у нас пока еще водятся. Будем собирать комплекты. Блин, я не могу... Блин, чуть-чуть не хватает. Блин, и на снайперскую винтовку не хватает. Надо было ее взять. А, это модуль. А броню я когда-нибудь куплю. Мне бы знать, что я могу продать, чтобы ее купить. Так. Так. Мне надо на верхний ярус. Мы идем в VIP загробной жизни. Нет, нам не сюда. Немножко не в ту сторону. Так, нам, значит, вот сюда. Окей. Она, конечно, выглядит стрёмно, но, блин. Почему бы и нет? Имеет место быть. Так. Клуб в ту сторону. Ну, давай. Мы пришли, кого мы ищем. Нет. Так, ну допустим, здесь ничего ценного я не наблюдаю. Что будет, если я с тобой поговорю? Не, бухать я не хочу. Спасибо, не надо. Так, это огромная жизнь. Ария, вербовка наемников, это огромная жизнь вверх. Так, Нормандия, апартаменты. Рынок Омеги. Ну давай сюда сходим. Может быть, в верхней части мы что-нибудь найдем. Раз мы все равно здесь, мы пошли долгим путем. Давайте осматриваться. Так, здесь более тихая обстановка, по крайней мере, в этом куске. Так, что у нас есть здесь? Это у нас кто? Ну и занимайся. Я не особо хотел с вами даже говорить. Блин, ничего ценного я здесь не наблюдаю. Давай отсюда уйдем. Так, что нам вообще здесь надо? Так, отряд. Журнал. Так, поговорите в клубе «Загробная жизнь» на Омеге. Арией. Надо бы ее найти. Ладно, пойдем искать Арию. Если она здесь, то мы ее обязательно найдем. Так, нет. Это бармен. Нет, спасибо. Тем не менее. Может, тут в випе? Ну да.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Так.
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Так, нет. Давай
I'm
вот
looking
так.
for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Пока и постараюсь, почему бы и нет. Но стараться мы уже будем в следующей серии. Всем спасибо за просмотр, с вами был KroKOg, и увидимся в следующей серии.